Anyone can build a routine that works on a good day. You're rested, you're focused, the sun is shining. What about bad days when you are tired, pulled in 10 different directions? That's when most routines break. I'm a biomedical scientist by training, and one thing that scientists know is that we don't design systems for perfect conditions when we are commencing a project. We design for reliability under stress, because if your routine only works when life is great, when life is calm, when life is predictable, it's not a routine, it's a performance. And that's what today's video is about: how to build routines that hold up even when life doesn't, even when everything else around us is falling apart. Let's get into it. Number one, start with the minimum viable routine. Here's the first mistake that I find many people make. They design a routine for the ideal version of themselves. Morning meditation and yoga, lemon water, journaling, the gym, a smoothie, all before 8 a.m. But what happens when the baby wakes up 3 times throughout the night, or your inbox is on fire, or you just sleep in like a normal human being? That ideal routine collapses, and you with it. Here's what we can consider doing instead. We can design our minimum viable routine, the stripped back, no excuses version that you can do on your worst day. It's not glamorous, it's not what you see on social media, but this is what will keep the engine running. So design a routine so small and so simple that it works even when you're working on 30%, so that the next day doesn't collapse as well. Number two, routines tied to the clock break easily. If your routine says work out at 6 a.m., but you're sleeping, that's done. The day feels lost, everything collapses. But you can build tiered versions, like a recipe with 3 difficulty levels. Level 1, bare minimum. Level 2, normal day. Level 3, high energy, let's go. That way you never have to ask, do I skip this routine altogether? All you ask is, what version of this routine am I doing today? When I clean the bathroom, for example, I have 3 cleaning modes. My minimum viable routine is to clean the mirrors and to clean the sink. Mirrors, sink, take out the rubbish, that's done. My regular routine is my full routine, the regular mode. Everything from ceiling to floors, everything gets cleaned. And then I have my recovery mode, what I do when life just sideswipes me. Most times, all I'm able to do is give the counter a wipe down, and that's it. That's it. Before I came up with this routine, everything was binary. It was either I did the whole thing or I did nothing at all, and I felt like I was failing at keeping my house clean because I did nothing at all. And then I would just be miserable waiting until I had the time to do the whole thing. This is not the case anymore. Flexibility ensures that we are consistent with our routine. So if you're struggling at keeping something going, maybe we need tiered versions of the same routine to help us on days when life is just hard. Number 3, consider anchoring your actions to triggers. Triggers are fixed actions that already happen on their own, regardless of our emotional state or how we feel, anything like that. What do I mean? Piggyback something that you want to do on something else that's already working. For example, say after I brush my teeth at night, I will write down my top 3 things that I want to do tomorrow. Once I make the baby's bottle, I will fill my own bottle with water. After I open my laptop, I do 90 seconds of inbox triage. After I shower at night, I will choose tomorrow's work outfit. The trick here is to attach our behavior to reliable actions, not willpower. You are hacking what we call implementation intentions, a method proven in behavior science to increase habit consistency. So, piggyback what you want to do on something else that's already working. You're already brushing your teeth. You might as well attach something else to the action of brushing your teeth. Number 4, prioritize repeatability over motivation. If your routine relies on how you feel, it won't last. Routines should feel easy. So easy that you can do them when you are sad, when you're tired, when you're running late. That means cutting down frictions. Fewer decisions, fewer moving parts. If you're in a hurry in the morning, set out your clothes for tomorrow. Prep your breakfast tonight for tomorrow. Or go one step further and just eat the same thing every morning. That's what we do in my home Every single morning, we have the exact same thing for breakfast. The base is exactly the same. Use the same playlist, for example, to trigger your brain into routine mode. If you have a playlist that makes you get things done, rinse and repeat until it stops working. The more consistent the cue is, the easier the action will be and the stronger the loop becomes, which is what we're trying to build, the routine, the loop. Now, we've discussed, I think, 4 points, but here's another one. You don't need to feel good to do good things for yourself. You don't need to be in the right headspace to do good things for yourself, for your future self. You don't. You need a system that works and meets you where you are. You need a system that makes your real life livable. Also, if you have skipped a day or 7 to 9 days, so what? In the lab, when experiments fail, we do not pack up, quit the project, and resign. No, you tweak the variables one at a time. Fix the protocol until we land on something that works. So maybe your routine is not working because you've dropped it, you've forgotten about it. You can pick it right up and you can return to it and start all over again. But maybe what we need to do is to shrink our routines. Maybe we're just being a little too ambitious, like myself. Maybe we just need to do less consistently. Or, like we discussed, build a routine that works when life is, like we say in 2025, life in. Watch this next video here on how I organize my life like a lab. I'll show you exactly how to run your whole life on systems and not vibes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.